Thank you so much for listening to the KJNA Podcast. You can email us at kjnapodcast@gmail.com.
Give us a call or text or leave us a message at 858-848-KJNA. That's 5562.
You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, TikTok, Blue Sky, and YouTube at KJNA Podcast.
Don't forget, we have 6 hours of bonus content over on our Patreon, patreon.com/KJNA Podcast. And if you want to donate to us, find us at buymeacoffee.com/KJNA Podcast.
Thank you so much for listening.
Love you.
Right on time.
Sorry, I couldn't help it. That's the first thing that popped in my head. Yeah. So, we don't really do like an intro of any sort.
Okay.
Yeah, now we've got spots.
We just like to bullshit.
I love it.
So, first off, how was work?
Work was good. Start the BSing. Work was it was a lot of a pretty busy day actually, and I was running on fumes most of the day. So I'm very excited to be out of my customer service. Let's talk about selling things, and more so, let's talk about more so, let's talk about comics and fun stuff I'm passionate about, stuff I adorn my walls with.
Yes. There we go.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, the best way to start is tell us about your comic and your stuff and what you do.
Sure.
Aside from the job.
Absolutely. So I would say my major comic is called Lost in Tarnation. That's the continuing series that I'm writing right now. That has now been published with Apollo City Comics. A lot of good friends of mine who have a lot of great comics with them. A very punk rock, anti-corporate kind of gathering of comic writers and artists. And Lost in Tarnation is a story about a man who is, in all sense of the word, tripping through Texas, drug-wise, stumbling, life-wise, figuring out his trajectory as he's escaping some unknown past that we don't really know what's going on with him. His name is Peter. And as Peter continues his trek through Texas and the unknown back alleys and weird Wild West moments, he is putting himself in more and more danger and doing drugs and not being able to differ what's real and what's not real. And there's a lot of magical realism and also a lot of surrealism and hallucinogenic stuff too.
I mean, I found it difficult too reading the comic, determining what was real and what wasn't.
Absolutely, yeah. There's supposed to be a lot of ambiguity. Once you get to issue 3 and 4, you start to kind of get a baseline of his past, where he's kind of coming from, and also maybe his what he needs to be when he is in Texas, because he's not from Texas. He's a tourist in every respect of the word. But it's supposed to have a lot of mystery to it from the get-go, and also it's supposed to be funny. And I think people, I really tried to address the weirdness and the wildness with a sense of humor that keeps it from being just completely bonkers and uninterpretable.
Yeah, I get that. Really like the busted knees the whole time. Is that from power sliding?
Oh yeah, so the busted knees, that's more in tune with my my karaoke comic King of Pain. That's from the power slide from the karaoke I do frequently on stage.
That's right. I read all 3 at once, and so I apologize if they bleed.
Well, thanks for reading them. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, and I understand they bleed together in different ways too, because one, I stick with the same artist. His name is Jorge Gabatto. He goes by Jorge Gabatto, and he's somebody I met through Facebook Connecting Artists with Writers page. He does wonderful work, and I've been working with him for the past 3 years now on all of our projects. And
nice.
I have not needed to work with any other artists because he gets exactly what I want to do. We pitch each other ideas for visuals. We pitch each other ideas for story beats sometimes. And sometimes he'll just come up with designs, not unlike the one I'm wearing right now, which are just kind of weird and wacky.
Yes.
And kind of hard to see with the light, but you know,
That's cool.
Yeah, you got Peter like covered in needles and the horses and stuff like that, and I just thought I'd wear this shirt to the podcast tonight.
I mean, that's fun.
It's fun.
That's fun.
And he does that, you know. He's a brilliant guy. I suggest checking out his other work because he's worked a lot of other self-produced projects of his own, and now he's officially working with a couple other writers with ACC on some future projects as well. So he's branching out in his own way.
That's cool.
Oh, nice.
Does he do the colors too?
He does the colors, he does the lettering, and pretty much everything. He makes everything look good. The title font and editing is a buddy of mine who works at ACC. So that's a difference. That's the only visual that isn't completely Jorge.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because he's very much got a watercolor like vibe to all the coloring. Like it's like it's all the same tone, but then like this few moments that have like the bright red color really stand out in comparison to the rest of it. Because usually with the way I look at shit, it's like I go for the art first because I'm a huge art nerd.
Or that.
Like that's what I focus on, and then all the rest of it in my brain is secondary.
Totally.
It's just what.
Yeah, and I would say one of the things I like about his style is it fits the idea of the messy nature of the characters, of the storytelling. It echoes the sort of surrealism that I try to portray in the writing, and it allows the art to be a little messier, a little more. I hate to use the word amateurish because Jorge's a brilliant artist, but it almost feels a little more underground, a little more simplified. Not everything has to fall in the lines and flow exactly like poppy and punchy like you would see a AAA title would maybe.
I mean, if it's intentional, then that's better than hoping.
Yeah.
That you get the. When it's not intentional to have it that way, but his art style really fits with the way that you write, though.
Absolutely.
In mine.
I agree.
What do you think, Joe?
I would say the blend of it's a crazy blend because I will tell you going through and seeing certain things kind of twist and then mesh together. Like I said, I'm thinking of an artist, and I can't think of the name of the artist in the picture that I'm thinking of. But it does kind of feel like that, where reality does blend with something outside of the norm. It just twists your mind, gives you a different perspective on what you believe and perceive as reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the way he blends it. He does a really good job of like starting out as one thing and then blending it to something else. So I'm a pretty big fan. That's awesome. Is that like his primary work? Do you know, or?
Yeah, so he's been doing work for a while now, years and years, and he's got a couple of Spanish language projects that I don't know if he self-produced or did himself. He actually works out of Argentina, and we've never actually formally met. We've just connected virtually. But some of his work I want to promote and I want to read more, but it's almost entirely inaccessible, unfortunately, or at least not translated. And so I think he's actively not looking for like the big break, but he's looking for bigger projects that he can promote internationally, not just locally, which I understand. He's worked with somebody recently on a board game and a trading card game. And some fun stuff. He works completely without any sort of not consistency, but boxed in style. I think he can branch out and do lots of different things. I'd love to see him do more animated work.
Well, what else have you done besides you got these 3 comics? So was that first one just was it King of Pain? That was just like a one-off?
Yeah, so King of Pain was the last one that came out. It was a one-off. Almost sort of like a elevator pitch too, if anything, if it turns into something, if it gets legs about something bigger than what it is. It has a lot of ideas and a lot of brief moments that I could literally write multiple more pages of, because I feel like, oh, there's more here. There's something cooking beneath the surface. And it kind of came as a love letter to my own weird, freaky, and I think you've seen some of it because we follow each other now on the Insta, and my own weird, freaky style of karaoke and over performativism, and just made up a word there. And just
Go for it.
thank you. And just being as wild and crazy and the loudest person on the stage all night kind of style. It's something that I made a lot of friends in the city I live in, Austin, Texas, through the karaoke scene. And all of these people, they take karaoke quite seriously. It's kind of funny because a lot of people wouldn't consider karaoke much more than, like a hobby maybe at best, but more so like a party thing. And I know a lot of people that have used it to springboard their ability to start performing in bands, and also just to practice their vocals. And some people take it quite seriously, and I really wanted to do something that was kind of like, yes, a cautionary tale of a man who is pushing himself too far, but at the same time, there's so many little winks of moments of just, brilliant, crazy antics that I think will ring true to a lot of people. A lot of my friends have really enjoyed it, and a lot of people that might take something like karaoke a little more seriously than the average Joe.
So you're breaking up a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. You got me now?
You're good.
Okay, sorry about
I
that.
was just making sure that you were, like, maybe the internet had to catch up a little bit.
Yeah, we had a weird internet day, I guess.
Still breaking up a little bit. Are you good, Jay? Do you hear it okay?
I mean, I see it slowing down.
Okay. I'm trying to see if I can. If it gets really bad, let me know. I might be able to hotspot this. Okay. Anyway.
Well, now it seems like it's doing better. Well, I mean, like, actually, Jay and I used to do. We haven't done it so much recently, but we did a lot of karaoke.
Nice.
Yeah.
We that was my springboard from like a really low spot, was going and being able to sing and stuff and getting my extrovertedness out. That was my saving grace, and this guy's been doing it way longer than I have.
Yeah, I think I've been doing karaoke since 2000. Fuck, how old am I now? 40.
Oh, don't do it, Jay. Don't do it. It's painful.
Yeah, it's been like 20-something years-ish. Yeah, as soon as 21 hit, and I was like, oh, yeah, I can go to bars? Go. Go do stuff that's fun. Yeah, I went to bars and started singing. Yeah.
So yeah, I've been doing karaoke for about 3 years seriously, consistently. Before that, I've done karaoke here and there before I moved to Austin, but ever since moving to Austin, I found that the scene was a lot more focused on live performance, live band karaoke, karaoke events. The turnout was a lot better, and people took it a lot more seriously. And so I would say about consistently for 3 years. And when I say consistently, I mean there were a couple of weeks in the middle of the summer where I was going three to four times a week, just regularly to the karaoke bars at night and just singing songs and ruining my vocals.
Well, I mean, it's all for the fun of it. Like, I think that's how I feel. Like, I feel me and Jay used to say it was like they're like two different types of people who.
Oh yeah. They're the diehards and they're the tryhards. I dare say it like that, but honestly, it was like people who were there to have a good time, to show off that they had some skill, or just trying to work on themselves through music, versus people who are like, yeah, I don't sound good, but I'm gonna be loud, and you're gonna like it.
Whether you like it or not, these are my 3.5 minutes.
Then there used to be a guy who came in with a pink boa, and he was one of those ones who got really into it. But yeah, he was an oddball.
Good for him. You know what? If it makes him happy and it hurts no one else, who cares, sir?
I feel like he wanted to set an invisible guitar on fire and do the Hendrix.
Oh.
I think that's why that bowl was there, to be his guitar at one point.
That's pretty sick. I like that.
Luckily, he didn't smoke. Luckily, he didn't smoke. So.
Guitar is on fire?
I have not set any guitars on fire. I'm more self-pain than anything else, just hurting the knees and falling over and flopping. I do like to dress up quite a bit, though. I wear my cowboy hat, and I wear a lot of, which is ironic because I'm not a cowboy by nature, but that's the performance. And I usually wear a bow
You're in Austin.
tie. I live in Austin now. I gotta match the part, yeah. I
Hey,
usually
there
wear
you
like
go.
a suit or like a vintage denim jacket that has frills and all this vintage stuff. And over the course of the song, sometimes I'll like throw the hat off and throw the jacket off and just kind of do a costume change. Or it gets very theatrical.
Okay.
Like I said, that is like my life, like my life path is. If it makes you fucking happy and hurts nobody else, keep doing it. Who fucking cares what anybody else thinks?
That's how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, good for you. I'm glad you. Where did you move from originally?
So I was originally living in the Midwest in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I moved down here pretty much exactly 3 years ago. Come this next month. And it's one of the best decisions I've ever made in my adult life as far as lifestyle decision change. I met so many of my favorite people here, springboarded the comic career, because I wasn't writing comics until I moved to Austin. I was a writer for years in different formats and medium, but as far as comic book writing, that was the niche I had to find when I moved here. There's a lot of Austin
That's awesome.
creators as well here.
Well, what? Oh, is there like an actual physical group of comic creators there as well, or is it just the karaoke thing?
Yeah, there's a huge group of comic creators. There's a lot of really classic comic book stores that support consignment and local sales for artists and comic book creators in Austin and the greater Texas area. A lot of local signings and pop-up events. We've got this one called Staple. That's small press zines and comic and art, and it can be quite big. There can be quite a turnout for it. But they usually get like hundreds and hundreds of people coming in every day for a weekend. No, probably more than that, probably like 1,000 people. And they set up multiple vendors in a large kind of area. It's always got a big turnout, and it supports a lot of the local and the small press artists and writers.
Oh, so it's kind of like a con of sorts.
Oh, it is a con. Yeah. I guess I was circling around that word.
You're good. Well, that's awesome though. That would be really fun because I know a lot of the conventions around here. They always have quite a few guys who are just selling their independent comics or things like. I think like the last one I went to, this guy was doing his own independent comic, but he had like a guy dressed up in his main character's outfit, and it was a full-on half tiger.
Oh, that's cool.
He was a full bodysuit. I was like, that's a lot of money to invest in an independent comic. I mean, he had like a video screen playing an animation that he had of his comic that wasn't even a full video, but then he had his few comic books sitting on the table, those were the centerpiece, but there was all this crap everywhere else around it. I'm like, good for you, buddy.
Media helps sell, man.
Yeah,
It really does.
absolutely. It's you got to pitch it.
Mm-hmm.
I have a
Well,
friend.
what else do you do creatively?
Oh, what else do I do creatively? So I sing a lot of music. I've been working on writing some music and maybe eventually picking up an instrument because I want to actually be in a band, not just on the stage at the karaoke bars. Creatively, other than that, I like to. I don't do too much as far as visual art goes. I do a lot of writing, some poetry too, screenwriting. Film reviews because I used to write for a film website for a minute, and film was kind of the focus of my major in college. And that's actually kind of ties back to the comics because screenwriting and screenplay formatting is very similar to how I would format how to storyboard and set up the visuals based on the shots and the panels for each scene of Lost in Tarnation or King of Pain or Don't Make Me Come Down. And I found that it was a lot cheaper to make comics than it was to make movies. I think that's true across the board pretty much.
That is very true.
You know.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. What were you saying about you said you had a friend who something?
Oh yeah.
I
So
cut you off. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's all good. I had a friend when we were talking about the conventions who actually, his name is Dan Price, and I highly recommend if you have not read it. This comic, it's called Bigfoot Knows Karate, one of my favorite comic concepts ever. And he's basically a clan, a dojo clan kind of karate master, but he's also the cryptid from the woods that has to fight like Cthulhu and stuff. I mean, it's absurd. It's an absurd comic with amazing visuals, and it's beautiful, and it works on so many levels, and it's starting to blow up. But this friend of mine, he's one of the nicest guys. He was part of the same publishing company I was with for a minute before I went to ACC, and he went to a convention, and he usually does pretty well there on the small market ones, so he's starting to get a name for himself. But he actually met someone in a full Bigfoot Knows Karate, like the Bigfoot costume, and like a karate outfit, and he didn't know this person. It was just a fan who knew he was going to be there, and they dressed up, and it was, I mean, I can only imagine how crazy it must be to see a character you created from a fan, especially when you're not, working for DC yet or Marvel or anything.
Yeah, that's awesome. That was real.
It's crazy.
That's gotta feel amazing when you see somebody enjoying your stuff. Like, yeah,
That's the ultimate appreciation.
really nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, my computer made a noise. Okay. Well, hold on, let me see. So we still got some more time. And Jay and I have this thing that we use to get to know people
Okay.
because it's irreplaceable, and we call it the Ifinitome. It's irreplaceable because it's every question on it allows us to get to know you better than anyone ever possibly could. So, I mean, we're still adding to it all the time.
As much as we can.
As much as we can.
Okay.
Much as we can. But in order for us to do it, you have to pick a number, or we can do a random number generator between 1 and 58.
78.
78. You got more?
I got more than you, apparently.
Well, you never updated my version.
My bad.
Anyways, okay, 78. Jay will tell you more then.
Okay. I've always really liked the number 25.
25. Who is someone you look up to, be they in your life or not, and why?
It's really good. That's a really heavy one, actually.
See? See?
Deep thoughts.
The goes everywhere.
Deep thoughts. I'll do,
Let's make it as awkward as possible.
Absolutely, I love that. That's a great question. I was gonna say, I would probably say there was this, there's this bar owner. I guess this is public knowledge, so I'm just gonna put this out there. I mean, he's a friend, but he's also like this club owner. But his name is Sean, and he owned this bar in Austin called Outer Heaven Disco Club. And Outer Heaven Disco Club is where I did most of my karaoke when I first came to Austin, and continued to do karaoke there until they unfortunately closed their doors permanently because the bar had to be sold space-wise for lofts, which is the ultimate, Austin's story. Yeah, I see their eyes rolling. I see them going back in the skull. That is exactly the story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Every single time.
Yeah, it's happening in Richmond.
Yeah, so
All
I'm going
the
to do a
time.
shout out to my buddy Sean here because he created this bar, this safe space, this LGBTQ space as well that was super diverse and friendly and fun and had all of these opportunities to sing and be as weird as you want on stage. It gave me the comfortability and the ego, if you will, to be as crazy as I could on stage. But also, I met so many of my favorite friends there. And there was a point, and if the camera was not glitching so much, I'd show you where I literally loved the bar so much I tattooed it all over my arm. So I have tattoos all over my arm of the bar's logo and the words and the symbols. And I love that place, and it's gone forever, unfortunately, until hopefully maybe somebody can revive it. into a safer spot where it doesn't get demolished for, a rich tech bro in Austin. But he created this beautiful safe space for people, and not just a safe space and not just a bar where people could drink and have fun, but a place that did food drives for the homeless, a place where I had my first signing for a comic book. He let me do it in the back of the bar, and a place for like markets and tarot readings, and I think a lot of people would consider that place a home away from home, and I still do. And it's always got a spot in my heart. But Sean always had a middle finger to the air of the Austin tech bro wave, and he used that place to literally wave the freak flag, and I love him for it. And it just gives me hope that businesses can keep Austin weird like that, and also that if somebody's passionate enough to create a community, that when the love is there, the people will follow.
Yeah.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
That's really, really cool.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Because I think Jay and I are collectively a part of the a happily meld into the freak community.
Yeah, because who wants to be normal? Screw that.
Yeah, fuck that.
Normal is boring.
I think we had. Yeah, normal is fucking boring. That's for sure.
Facts.
I think there's a bar downtown. It wasn't a mix. It was mostly a LGBTQ bar.
Nice.
Babes.
Babes and Godfrey's.
Yeah, Babes and Godfrey's, and Babes just shut down
Oh.
because no, actually,
Did
I don't
it?
think it shut down, but the owner.
Oh, it's terrible.
And that was so that happened like a week or two ago.
Oh, that's so awful.
So yeah, but I mean, like, who's to stop you from making the next bar there that could be the safe space for somebody else, right?
Hey, I love that. Thanks, man. That's actually, that put a smile on my face.
Right? Like, do that shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Manifest your
If
destiny.
manifest your destiny, and if someone was able to make that safe space for you, you could pass it on.
I love that.
That's right.
Or do it to,
Yes.
give to the next person, and because that's the kind of joy that you can't buy.
Absolutely.
No. Kind of.
What?
I mean, technically, you have to buy a place to make the bars.
Okay, Jay.
I'm sorry. It's technicality. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, I think we got time for like one more.
Yeah, we got time for one more.
My dude. I'm sorry. Please, you ask him another question. My dog's being an a-hole. I love him.
Oh, sounds like mine. So, would you like to go for another number yourself, or would you like a random one?
So I got real lucky with that question, but I'm going to let the fates
Okay.
decide this one. So I'm going to let you do a random one for me.
Oh, Lord.
Oh no! Oh God!
Generate! Wow. That was so fast.
Well, yeah, that's the power of computers, my friend.
Boo. All right. It gave you number 9, and on our list it says, if you could get rid of one vegetable, which one would it be and why?
Whoa. Wow. What a different kind of question.
I know, right?
The Ifinitome goes all over the place.
It really is. It's chaos
Exactly.
in digital pages.
Oh, man. I would say oh, gosh, that's such an interesting...
Well, I'm gonna say. I'll tell you what I say.
Yeah, let's hear
You
yours.
know what I say, Jay. Olives
This
are
bastard.
terrible.
See,
They're the worst vegetable of any vegetable.
that's exactly the
Whatever.
answer I don't want. I love olives.
See, well, y'all can have all of them.
Yes!
For me, olives could just poof, and there would be no problem.
Great in salad, great on pizza.
Great in the
As-
trash. Great in a compact. Great on the floor under your feet.
Terrible.
Oh man, I might say, I'm gonna be the opposite because of the pizza comment, and I'm gonna say I very rarely have ever enjoyed mushrooms on anything. I could do without mushrooms. Now, I'm sorry because I know we related on the olive front, but as a mushroom, it's just the consistency of and I almost the answer was almost beets, but my mom loves beets, and so I had a beet mixed cocktail the other night. just because I was missing my mom, and I was like, oh, there's beet juice in this cocktail. It sounds kind of nice. And it was spicy. It had a jalapeno in it, and beet juice, and a bunch of other stuff. And it was absolutely delicious. So the answer is no longer beets, but it's mushrooms. It's just the consistency. Sometimes the flavor is quite good, excuse me. But the mushrooms themselves, they always seem a little too slimy or rubbery.
There is something to say about texture.
Yes.
Now, I think in defense, the problem is someone's not cooking them right.
That's
Just like asparagus. It is a very delicate kind of thing. You can't put it in there too long. You can't put it in there not long enough.
absolutely.
You gotta find that happy middle ground.
Yeah, so that you can make your pea smell terrible. With asparagus. That is its one talent.
But they do taste good.
They do taste good. They taste good on the way in. Smell terrible on the way out.
Just don't eat in excess. Just don't eat in excess. Just eat just enough. Then go about your business.
You know, I would kind of have to agree. Like, I don't think I've ever had a beet where I was like, hot dog, this was great. Like, beets are amazing. I've never once. I don't think ever had a beet. It was like, that's fantastic. What about you, Jay? What's your,
Oh, the tossed veggie.
yeah.
You
I can
know,
toss avocados too, honestly.
eggplant because I've become allergic to it.
Oh! That's
Yeah.
cheating.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I liked it, but then it stopped liking me. So we're at war. We're at war now.
Okay, if there's a war, I guess it makes sense to obliterate your enemy.
On my side, zucchini, squash, cucumbers. I've got other veggies that taste just as good.
Okay.
Fuck eggplant.
But what other ones can you possibly make Parmesan out of? Like
I don't-
spaghetti Parmesan.
Chicken.
No, that's not vegetable. Chickens don't grow on the ground. Like, you don't
Veal.
water chickens. You don't water baby cows.
Pork.
You're just gonna list off every meat until.
Everything I can put Parmesan on top of with crust. Yes.
I'll tell you honestly, went through my pantry and cleaned it out and found I had 4 cans of garbanzo beans, and I've never cooked garbanzo beans in my life, and I had no idea what to do with these
Chickpeas?
garbanzo beans. Yeah, garbanzo chickpeas.
Hummus.
Oh, you could make a nice hummus.
Yeah, I did. Well, I could have, but I was like, I don't want to make hummus. Like, I don't want to do that. So I wanted to find something else. So I made fritters. With lots of Parmesan and flour, and I smushed up still ended up smushing up the chickpeas. Made little fritters, and I pan fried them real quick, and then dipped them in some delicious dip I made, and it was amazing.
That sounds like a wonderful snack, and maybe even a whole meal if I get hungry enough and just ate all of it.
I made it at least half a meal.
Yeah. I mean, in honesty, you basically made hummus fritters.
Hard hummus is what I made. Fried
Yes.
hummus.
All you needed was some olive oil.
I used vegetable oil to cook it.
Close enough. I guess.
All right.
Okay.
Well, Paul, is there anything else that?
What happened to you? What's going on here?
Another one bites the dust.
What is this? This is not the night for this. Stop it. Kevin, you get back here.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
See you.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, hey, Paul, is there anything else you want to say? And then I'll fix my camera while you talk.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I really appreciate you guys having me on. Sorry for the mild technical difficulties and also the kind of the looping me in on the time. I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to have me on and talk with y'all. You guys were wonderful hosts, and I learned a lot about vegetables.
Yeah, veggies. We're not. This ain't Veggie Tales, but we come close.
The only other thing I was going to say was that as far as just a mild plug, the Lost in Tarnation issue 4 Kickstarter is going to be active in October. So next month we're going to be launching a Kickstarter, and it is going to be the biggest one I've done yet. I've done 2 of them, both successful. This one's going to be bigger. We're going to shoot trailers. Now that I have a publisher, we're shooting live action trailers to advertise the comic, which I'm very excited about.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome. Please plug whatever the heck you want. Like,
Oh yeah,
go nuts, man.
That's why we get indie comic creators on here, so you guys can plug,
Heck yes.
get it out there, let people know about it. Because damn it, we and plus every indie comic creator that we've had on this show has been in our wheelhouse, and we love every bit of creativity you bring here.
Oh, thanks.
So
yeah,
do it up.
Yeah, please. Do whatever the heck you want. I cannot figure out why my camera, unless I log out and log back in, my camera is not going to exist. So
Get out of here.
well, I am.
What? Well, don't physically get out of here, but you know, be disembodied voice thing.
Well, is
Yeah.
there anything else that you want to say, Paul, before we let you go?
last thing would be if you want to read Lost in Tarnation 1 and then eventually King of Pain and Don't Make Me Come Down, you can find them on the Apollo City Comics website, and you can follow me on Instagram at Lost in Tarnation Comics. And I'd love to share. Anyone who wants to read issue 1 is basically like, I give it away at this point. I really like. I know it's bad for business, but I literally I like to just get people to read it.
I mean, issue 1 can be a giveaway, and everything else you gotta pay for.
That's exactly what
Seems
I do. You get a
perfectly
taste.
fine.
Everyone gets a taste, and then they get hooked.
There's no references here. You're crazy.
All right, man. Well, thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me, boys. Y'all have a good night. Stay safe out there.
You too, man.
You too.
Bye.